daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight as on an island.
Hey, my beautiful kings, queens, and royalties. I hope that all of you guys are having a wonderful day. Per usual, remembering to love yourself because honestly, self love is key. Y'all know for a fact that I do not sit up here and sugarcoat as to how I am acting. 24/7 as recording content, I am not always this happy get person. I try my hardest to be. I don't think I've tried anymore. You know what? I'm going to be very. Rocco, I need you to get off of me. I have not been acting the motivational person that I am. And I think that sometimes is the reason why I seem so upset. And yes, I am a calm person who tells you to enjoy life, to enjoy the beautifulness of it because I do. However, at the same time, I'm going to tell your ass that this shit is not easy and this shit is not fun. Sometimes it's not. For all the goddesses, queens, and ladies, divine feminine, whether or not if you're a man or not, divine masculine. And you know what? Because let's not take out the divine masculines who are going through the twin flame journey too. For all the people who are going through the twin flame journey, you got this. That's all I have to tell you. You got this. I can't sit up here and sugarcoat. To the people who talk about twin flame journeys and make this stuff seem like it's easy, it's not. Y'all need to stop lying to them. Like, genuinely. Genuinely. The only reason that this shit is easy, if you're a busy ass person, if you're not that busy and you're trying to sit up here and just enjoy life, oh, this shit is not easy. The amount of angel numbers that you start to see, it's not easy. And the craziest thing is that I was aware of the pain that you endure before you enter a twin flame journey. And guess who ass still still decided to say, "Oh, I still want to go through it." Because why do I have to always put myself through pain in order for me to sit up here and say I enjoy life? Maybe I am a psychopath. I don't know. Who the fuck signed up for this shit? Whoever decides to sign a contract with my twin flame in the beginning of this shit and tell me that, oh yeah, you want to go through all this hell, sir, ma'am. So you guys, we have Rocco. Say hi, Rocco. Maybe y'all can hear him. Oh, y'all heard him lick. He said something. Oh, sorry, you guys. I'm supposed to be talking about twin flames. Motherfucker. Okay. For the gods and goddesses and the queens and royalties and shit kings, divine feminines, divine masculine, right, Rocco? The shit's ghetto. I did say that already. Okay, we did say that. Don't repeat yourself. My advice to you guys: take your time with yourself. Let's get serious. Take time with yourself. Basically, try to learn who you are. It's painful, especially the dark nights of the soul. It's really painful. It's very emotional. If you can block your twin flame, I really wonder why did I go through the twin flame journey, because sometimes you can't ask yourself why am I going through this, or like what, you can't victimize yourself. And I have to remind myself that I have come across over 5 people who have all had twin flames and I've helped them. And I think that's the whole point of me being able to help people, as far as love, or as far as basically telling them it's not an easy journey, but you need to surrender. And that's something that I'm still trying to go to. Sometimes I sit up here and wonder, like, okay, if I'm telling this many people about twin flames, am I going to be able to be with my twin flame one day? And hopefully I would love to, but it's not something that I'm forcing anymore. We're currently in retrograde, Mercury retrograde. And this is actually the time that your twin flame or your ex from your past would come back. But my twin flame was blocked. I blocked him and I made sure that he blocked me. And some people were like, why would you want him to block you? And I'm like, because of my personal knowledge of twin flames. If you are a person that does not really know about twin flames, but you feel like you have connected with someone spiritually, and you feel like, especially to the divine feminine who are aware of their intuition, if you are in a connection where you feel your intuition like just get so huge around that person, it possibly could be someone that you have a soul connection with, whether you were intimate with them or not. It's just possibly someone you had a soul connection with. If you have gone through that, I apologize to you. I don't apologize to you because I don't think you're strong enough. I don't apologize to you because I don't think that you can endure it. I apologize to you because it is a difficult journey. But through the darkness, there is always light. That's the reason why we need yin yang. And within having yin yang, I personally think that if I see why some people say that if you have encountered your twin flame, it is a blessing. And people were telling me that, and I'm like, how the fuck is this a blessing? But it's, I see it because you experience love in such a higher realm way where you don't encounter love the same way. And it's one of those things where you get to admire love and then be inspired by love. But if you're going through it and you are the divine feminine, relax. Learn how to connect with your higher power. Learn how to tap into your feminine energy. Learn how to surrender. Learn to go with the flow. That's the reason why I am always feeling certain ways, because I decided to tap into my feminine energy, and I have learned a lot throughout it. Especially, I've tried my hardest to do womb healing, but for the divine feminine, I'm sorry, it's not easy, especially because you recognize that this possibly is your twin flame. And typically in the divine masculine situation, you are the divine masculine is someone that feels the same things, but due to the fact that, especially in this society of the world where men are taught not to really express themselves in an emotional way, they are not upfront and personal about the fact that of their emotions, of the fact that they feel this way about you, but they're trying not to also feel those things, basically trying to run away. And it's not because of you. And that's something I had to really learn. And even my twin flame had to teach me the things that he was doing to me. He even told me, like, do not take what I'm doing to you personal. It's like my own inner demons. And I think learning that has allowed me to also be able to face the world in a different way, that a lot of the demons that are coming to us are not our own. We do have to sit up there and confront them, but they are not our own. So sometimes don't sit up here and take it personal and wonder, what did I do wrong to get this? It could just be other people, demons onto you. But within saying that, relax, divine feminine. Try to, I wouldn't say date. I would not say date, because I remember trying to date someone, and or not even trying to date someone, but even just trying to have friendships with someone. And within having friendships with them, I would feel a sort of guilt because of the fact that I'm aware I have a twin flame. If I'm aware of the fact that I have a twin flame, like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. And I think it's interesting that I'm at the point now where I'm okay with dating people, because I have gone through it long enough in order to say, like, and some people go like, that's not a long time, but mind you guys, I'm 19. Like, I've been going through a twin flame connection since my twin flame came into my life as soon as I turned 18, like a month or two I turned 18. So I've been going through it throughout a year, and then on top of that, I've also done my research in order to be able to explain this. Like, you need to separate yourselves. And if you are not in a situation as a divine feminine that you are able to separate yourself physically, like, because me personally, I still have to interact with my twin flame, some version of myself, and I said fuck that shit because I do not have the emotions for this. Um, find a way to separate yourself. Find a way to basically remove yourself out of a situation if you can, where you feel like you have a twin flame. Um, if you don't know what it's like to have a twin flame, I'm pretty sure I've done another video about twin flames, and hopefully I could do like a card there where it tells you guys basically what to know about twin flames. But it's not easy for my queens and goddesses, and my, even my divine masculines. And if my divine masculines, I really can't say too much about the divine masculine because, they are not here. I have been able to communicate with other divine masculines, and for them to tell me that their own personal experience and basically saying they're not ready for that type of relationship. And I think it's just because in today's society, we no longer live in a world where it's partnership. It's really more about solitude, and because it's more about setting boundaries and self-love and things along that sort, if you don't learn those things, then you're going to hurt the person. So separation, as I like to say, is elevation. I'm not sure if that's really for me. I don't know for sure if that's really for me. Don't quote me on that. But separation is elevation. I had to tell that to another divine masculine, to tell him to remove your twin flame out of your life, because I recognize that. And I must be honest, this divine masculine that I know of, we are friends, and we basically are there for each other. And within being there for each other, I've been able to express to him, you need to remove that person out of your life because of the fact that you are hurting them. And I even had to tell that to my twin flame. I'm aware, love, that you're not ready for this. Okay, if you're not ready for this, I cannot be in your life, because it's like a mind game. It's like, okay, yes, I know that you want me. Yes, I know that you have feelings for me, but you're not prepared to share and express those feelings to me. You're not prepared to love me the way that I needed to be loved. And if you are not capable of doing that, that's okay, because you still have to learn how to love yourself. You still have to learn how to set boundaries in order to figure out a way to give other people love the way that you possibly can, in a loving way, for to make sure that they feel it. You need to remove me out of your life. And it took some time. Y'all, I will tell y'all my crazy shit. I blew up my twin flame phone from December to probably February, like every day, calling this man, telling him block me. And I remember him telling me, like, you don't want me to block you. And I was like, why do you think I'm blowing up your phone every day? I'm actually trying to get you to block me. And no, I went crazy with it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really did. And this is not really an advice video anymore, because I really am just ranting to you guys. It was one of those moments where I was like, no, I need you to block me, because I'm aware that this shit is affecting me. And I'm aware that I cannot block you. I have tried to block him. It did not work. Men, y'all, cutting somebody out of your life is not the easiest thing. However, my twin flame did it. And the fact that he did it once, I said, if you can do this once, you can do it again. I'm prepared to handle you not being out of my life, you not being in my life. That's okay for me. I've gone through it. But you're not ready to be with me. It has nothing to do. And I'm grateful to the point where I have the capacity, because I was aware of the fact that I'm not a woman who you can tell me that I'm not a potential queen for you or a potential mate for you, because I'm aware of the inner work that I've done to make sure that I am a partner to someone. So it is no longer the fact of, oh, it makes less of me because you can't love me the way that you need to love me. No. And I would like to share that with the divine feminine. You do not lack anything for your twin flame not to love you. And it's not the fact that your twin flame doesn't love you. Sometimes people don't know how to communicate. And I think that's when the power of the chakras come into place, where recently I had to work on my throat chakra, because I was not able to freely express myself and freely be able to set boundaries with people and tell them how I feel, and this is what I'm thinking, and this is what I'm feeling at the time. And within doing that, I had realized that some people lack communication, and a lot of people lack being able to express themselves. And I think I had become aware of that because I was also one of those people. So because of the fact, to me, I think the divine masculine just does not know how to communicate his emotions to the woman yet. And that takes time, especially because of the fact that we have to be aware of the fact that we live in a world where men are told that they cannot express their emotions. It's not a beautiful thing to do. It's not a way of releasing them. And because of that, we have to be it's at times you have to be conscious of the fact that, you know, they're probably just not ready. And it's better to not force yourself on a man, divine feminines, on a man who is not ready for you, or even a man that is not willing to be with you. Because for one, never settle, but for two, it's not, and I would like to say, it's not the fact that you're lacking anything. I want to emphasize that you're never lacking anything when it comes to your twin flame. You're never lacking anything. It has everything to do with, this just needs time, because time, you need to heal. Within that time you are healing, then once you heal, then you guys could come back together. And if you guys don't come back together in a way where you are ready for each other, that's okay. You might need another separation. And some people have been through twin flame journeys, they keep coming back to each other. But I would really say to the divine masculine, if you are not ready for your divine feminine, do not enter their life again. Like, enter your queen's life when you know for a fact that you can become the divine masculine that she needs, and that you are prepared to become a man for a woman, who a woman will be able to nurture you and help heal you. But you have to also make sure that it's a woman who's in tune with her feminine energy to be able to do that and nurture you and heal you. So the fact is, when it comes to the spiritual journey, as far as twin flames, focus on yourself. That's what I could really say. I can't tell you how long it's going to be. I cannot tell you how painful it's going to be. Like it feels like you're being stabbed in your heart. I will say that persistently. If you can become busy with the life that you want for yourself, I would say become obsessed with yourself. And then on top of that, become obsessed with the idea of your spiritual journey, whether that's Christianity, whether that's spiritual shit. It does not matter where it comes into place. Become so in tune with your journey and wanting to love yourself and wanting to adore yourself and wanting to learn how to communicate and become a better version of yourself and be okay with change, that you will be able to endure what you're going through as far as twin flames, because it's not an easy journey, but it will be worth it. And that's coming from a woman who, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not with my twin flame, and I have accepted that it's possible that I might not come with my twin flame this lifetime. And it's not because of the fact that, it's a lack of either of us. It just seems that to me, I don't think we're ready this lifetime, because the twin flame journey, when you guys connect, it is a partnership like any other. In the way how we say it, it's a 5D level. It's the God, and it's when the divine masculine and the divine feminine are together, it's really yin yang, and it's really the power of a feminine woman and a masculine men who balance each other out. You really start to see the beauty of partnership with it. And what's so crazy is that I've learned, I'm learning to accept that it's possible that I might not come with my twin flame, but I have also learned to accept that it's possible that I might be with my twin flame this lifetime. Who really knows? But just because I'm not with my twin flame, I don't want to share with other people. I don't want to stop sharing with other people that is painful, but it is peaceful. I will say that it teaches you a lot if you allow it to teach you. You have to allow the twin flame journey to overtake you, and allow it to, you have to surrender to it, because it's supposed to teach you. If you do, if and I want to say this also to the divine masculine, you make your journey harder when you don't surrender to it and you don't recognize what the journey is supposed to teach you. Because a lot of divine masculines typically cause a lot of unnecessary pain onto themselves, because they do not want to admit to the fact that they might be so in love with a woman that it's unbearable. Like sometimes I genuinely think when you are able to find your twin flame, your soul tribe, or even your soulmate, that you really experience the frequency of love, the heart chakra, that it's not that easy to recognize in this world, as people would say, the matrix that we live in anymore. So because of that, it's like when it comes to the feminine energy and that you love and who you adore, admit to it. You don't have to admit it to her, but admit it to yourself, because the more that you keep hiding from the fact that you are not in love with this woman, it's going to hurt you more. And why cause unnecessary pain to yourself if you know that it's a way to stop it? I'm not telling you to unite with your twin flame, because you guys, one thing about twin flames is that you cannot unite until both of you guys are really have done both of the work. It's not just the feminine that needs to do the work. It's not just the masculine that needs to just do the work. It's both. Because once you guys both sit up here and realize you need to face yourself and you need to recognize the beauty of love, and then once you start to recognize the fact that you have trauma and pain and you have things that you need to work on, it can come into fruition, and it can come into something that is a beautiful experience that some people really don't know. And if you guys realize the reason why I call my twin flame an asshole, I call him an asshole, and I say this in all my videos, I call him an asshole because I call him that to his face. Yeah, I don't hide the fact that I call my twin flame an asshole. I literally have called that to his face, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll be an asshole." I'm like, "Thank you, thank you for not being a person that's hiding the fact that you're, an asshole." But I just wanted to share that with you, my beautiful kings, queens, and rarities. You got this. It's not easy. Once you start to learn acceptance and you start to learn that the universe is taking it into your hands, then it's okay. I would like to share some affirmations with you guys that has helped me start to become accepting to the twin flame journey. So hold on, because I need my glasses because I'm a blind queen. Sometimes I really be want to say blind bitch, but I try my hardest not to refer to myself as a bitch anymore. It's not easy. but I do try my hardest too. So I'm willing to give you guys some affirmations that has helped me. So once I find them, I remember coming across a woman and talking to her about twin flames. And before I shared the affirmations with you guys, she told me, she was like, she is her own twin flame, which is true if we're thinking of it spiritual level. Like, you are your own twin flame because your twin flame is you. It's just a male version of you or a woman version of you. Because some twin flames do come same sex, the other male version of you or the other woman version of you. But she had told me she is her own twin flame. So something I had started to say to myself, I didn't repeat it after a month, but it is that I am my own twin flame. So if you are a person who is okay with saying that, you can say that. So that's one affirmation if you choose to. It's not one that has made me come into acceptance the way that I came into acceptance, but it is one where it possibly could have reached me closer to that level. I wait for divine timing. Becoming accepting to the fact that you and your twin flame are not actually physically separate. Like you're physically separate, in a separation, but you guys are not really separated. You're just physically separated. You're like, okay, but at the same time, I think I wait for my divine timing is that you're waiting for the time where you guys will be able to really express the love that you guys both have for each other, and have those uncomfortable conversations that are needed to have. And I'm grateful I'm at the point where now I can have uncomfortable conversations, but they're no longer uncomfortable. They no longer make me feel like, it's something in my stomach that's just like I'm nervous of this. No, it's just a regular conversation now where it's like, okay, I'm expressing myself, you're expressing yourself. This is a beautiful thing. Now I'm like, and even when some people confront me about certain things, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm thankful that you shared that with me because now that lets me know what to do from here. And that just has everything to do with the fact of activating your throat chakra. For the woman, something that I was doing for a long time was holding anger and holding so much happiness to my twin flame. So something I would say is, I don't want to control the emotions that I have for my twin flame, because when you try to control the emotions that you have for your twin flame, it is going to sink you deep, like real deep. Don't try to sit up here and control this shit. So I will no longer control my emotions that I have for my twin flame. That's one that you can say. Um, Sorry, you guys, they're separated because this is not affirmations that I said only to myself throughout a day. It was affirmations that I said over a period of time. Affirmations and finding ways to do these things is something that you have to persistently and consistently do. It's not something that you can just do overnight and be like, takes care of everything. No, I wish it was that easy. I wouldn't even wish it was that easy, because then it actually gets to test your commitment to yourself and what you want to learn throughout it. I surrender to the emotions that I have for my twin flame. I do not want to have or want any control over my twin flame, because at times there were times where I was trying to control my twin flame and the fact of what he was doing. When Kundalini, that's what some people say, where it's like the awakening of yourself and your healing and your trauma and things like that. Something I would say is I am not rushing my journey of healing, because do not rush the shit. If you sit up here and rush your separation, it is going to make it hurt more in the long term. Do not, I repeat, do not do that. The power that you feel when your twin flamer is there, the blissfulness, I would say see if you could find a way to practice it while you're still with your twin flame. This was not a recorded, like, as y'all can tell, this was not a planned video. This is really on the spot. But I had to tell myself I feel the same type of happiness with myself that I felt when I was with him. And that took me some time, because I did feel a lot of blissness when I was with my twin flame. And it's still at a point now where I'm still trying to reaffirm myself that I still feel that same happiness, because we're not together. I think the hardest part is realizing that you guys are still together, but just not physically. Emotionally and spiritually you are, but just not physically. Another affirmation I would say for the divine feminine, because we will chase. Typically, we're considered the chaser. I do not chase. I attract what belongs to me. Will simplify me. You guys probably know that affirmation, but that is one of my favorite affirmations to say. It is not mine. I do not chase. I attract what belongs to me. Will simplify me. I'm going to say I shade to that, because when you're the woman in the divine feminine, sometimes you tend to be the chaser. Don't chase your twin flame. It's going to make the journey worse. Some of y'all are still going to do it. I'm just giving my advice. We're going to share some divine feminine affirmations, and then we're going to also share some divine masculine affirmations, because I genuinely do think that it can help you. So, My needs and what for divine feminine, my needs and what I want are important and I honor them. And I have healthy boundaries. My mind is unshakable and I stay connected. I am valuable. I know my worth and I am capable of handling challenges with confidence. Ashe, I want to end that off. I think that I flipped to that page, but that one means so much because the whole point of the twin flame journey is to also teach women about boundaries and how to value themselves, because sometimes you don't know how to value yourself as queens, and it takes time and it takes effort and it takes years to realize to learn how to value yourself. So that's for the divine feminine. Men affirmations, I'm so grateful that I just flipped to these. Okay, so we're gonna say king divine masculine affirmations, but just masculine affirmations. I feel valued by my friends and my family. I respect myself. I learn from setbacks and use them as growth opportunities. I cannot stop bad things from happening, but can make them the best. Oh, I can make the best out of the situation. I would choose to forget and let go of anger. I am a leader. I surround myself with people who bring me peace. I take time to care for my mind, body, and spirit. By being myself, I bring happiness to other people. Through courage and peaceful work, I can achieve anything that I set my mind to. We're going to end that off with Ashe. I think I want to say one more affirmations, and that's heart chakra, because that's, oh no, I wanted to say throat chakra, because then you have to learn how to communicate. I always take part in intelligent discussions. I embrace my ability to stay calm in all situations. Honesty, integrity, and authenticity are my guiding principles. I courageously remove my mask and allow my true self to be seen. I'm gonna repeat that. I courageously remove my mask and allow my true self to be seen. I am accountable for expressing myself clearly. I can talk about anything and everything with my people. I can flow with the conversation. I own my power and feel fully alive. I am fully heard. I am not afraid to ask for what I need or what I want. Ashe, that's the end of my TED Talk, my beautiful kings, queens, and varieties. I'm going to go ahead and go about the rest of my day. But you guys got this. It takes time, takes healing, but it's worth it. It is worth it. And that's coming from someone who still has not been in union. But when the time is right, the time is right. And the fact that I have been able to accept the journey is what makes me be able to tell you guys this video. So this is my TED Talk. Bye.